Hello friends, welcome to my channel Daily Facts with UV. Our today's topic is how are great reefs built? A coral looks like a plant, but it is actually a tiny animal called polyp. Polyps are soft, delicate animals with tentacles that capture small particles of food from the sea water. Corals often grow on the shores of volcanic islands where the water is shallow, warm, and rich in minerals. They grow together with tiny plants called algae. Some of these polyps, which have no skeleton, secrete limestone, a hard substance that acts like a protective armor. The coral waste serves as fertilizers to help the algae grow. In return, the algae provide oxygen and food and necessary growth of corals. When a polyp dies, its limestone armor survives intact. The great reefs are of the world consist of thousands of the generations of dead polyps piled up on one top of the other. Coral reefs provide food for the large variety of sea animals. Coral reefs are estimated to have covered 284,300 square kilometers with the Indo-Pacific region including Red Sea, Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia and the Pacific. Thus, account for the 91.9% of the total area of the water on the earth. Bits of fact, the largest structure ever built by living creatures is Australia's Great Barrier Reef. It covers total of 350,000 square kilometers. The parts of Barrier Reef are approximately 18 million years old. The Great Barrier Reef is so big that it can be seen from the space. Our next topic is how many kinds of seas are there? A sea is either a large expanse of saline water connected with an ocean or a large, usually saline lake that lacks a natural outlet such as the Caspian Sea and the Dead Sea. Seas are shallower than oceans and have no major currents flowing through them. These are three kinds of seas. First, there are intercontinental seas. These are connected to the ocean by a narrow strait or passage, like the Mediterranean Sea stretches from the Atlantic Ocean on the west to Asia and east and separates Europe and Africa. Another type of sea is called the arm of the ocean because such a body of water has a wide opening into the ocean. The third type is the inland sea, which the sea has no link with the ocean. Inland seas are gigantic salt water lakes. An example of inland sea is Caspian Sea, which lies completely inside Europe's continent. The Caspian Sea is the world's largest inland body of water, bordered by Russia, Iran, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan. Bits of fact, thousands of limestone islands rise up like towers in South China Sea. Some of these are so steep that no vegetation can grow on them. This spectacular landscape is the result of a long process of erosion by water. Our next topic is how are islands formed? There are thousands of islands scattered over the oceans around the world. Some are in the process of being born, whereas others are slowly disappearing. Islands are formed in several ways. Some islands near the shore may be larger pieces of land which have broken away from a continent. Some are the part of mainland cut off by the rising sea levels. An atoll is a type of land formed from a coral reef that has grown on an eroded and submerged volcanic island. The reef rises to the surface of water and forms a new island. Atolls are typically ring-shaped with a central lagoon. For examples include the Maldives in the Indian Ocean and Line Islands in the Pacific Ocean. Ocean islands are far away from any land, usually tops of the underwater volcano. Underwater volcanoes are formed when the magma forces its way through the weak spots in ocean crust. The lava solidifies when it's come into contact with cold water. Over a period of time, this rock builds up to an undersea volcano. If the volcano grows bigger enough, it breaks the surface and an island is born. The Hawaii Island and the Galapagos Islands are formed in this way. Bits of fact: the island of Surtsey appeared off the coast of Iceland in 1963. An explosion was heard 40 kilometers away, and this island suddenly appeared out of the smoke. These are about 45 kinds of plants and 7 species of bird on this island. Thank you. Please like and subscribe my channel Daily Facts with UV for more such interesting videos.